Turn-based RPGs are among the most popular games in the industry. Fans love the tactics and strategy involved in these types of combat systems, and many of them like to take these titles on the go. Thanks to the Nintendo Switch, they have the option to do exactly that. So today on Game Rant, let's look at some of the best turn-based RPGs available on the Nintendo Switch. First up, we have Persona 5 Royal. Despite being a spin-off of the Shin Megami Tensei franchise, the Persona series has cemented a name of its very own. After being exclusive to one console for years, Persona 5 Royal arrived on the Nintendo Switch in 2022. The game centers around the Phantom Thieves of Hearts, a group of vigilante students who fight the demons inside of other people's minds. These students use typical weapons such as swords, bows, and guns, but each also has their own persona, which are used in special attacks. Next on our list, we have Octopath Traveler. In this 2018 Square Enix RPG, the player steps into the roles of 8 different characters as they set off on their own individual journeys that later collide in spectacular fashion. Each one has their own set of path actions that will allow them to make decisions as they go through their journey. The battle system is a typical turn-based system that allows players to use different attacks, weapons, and items on each turn. Now let's talk about Undertale. Undertale has been tabbed as one of the greatest turn-based RPGs of all time, which is impressive considering it was developed by just one person. The game revolves around a kid who falls into the world of monsters. In their journey, players can choose whether to take a pacifist route or decide to kill every monster they see. The pacifist route leads to some creative endings to turn-based encounters and making friends with plenty of fun characters along the way. Alright, next let's talk about Chained Echoes. Chained Echoes attempts to replicate the charm and nostalgia of RPGs from the 1990s with its 16-bit art style and a world that is rich in color and unique environments. This is a big reason why it's a perfect fit for our list. It tells a story of a band of heroes who are attempting to stop a war that has persisted between 3 nations. The game stands out as it mixes medieval themes with a slightly futuristic twist. Players can wield not only swords and shields, but also powerful mechs. Moving on, here's another pixel art RPG, Sea of Stars. Sea of Stars comes from Sabotage Studio, and is based in the same world as their other popular retro-style game, The Messenger, which released in 2018. The story follows Valerie and Zale, 2 children who grew up with the power of eclipse magic. With their abilities rooted in the sun and the moon, the duo travels with their childhood friend, Garl, to pursue an evil alchemist known as the Fleshmancer. Sea of Stars combines turn-based combat and puzzle solving to navigate the HD 16-bit world. Now stepping away from the 2D space, we have Fire Emblem 3 Houses. After a decade without releasing a mainline game on consoles, Fire Emblem 3 Houses released in 2019, and it quickly became one of the more beloved entries in the franchise. The game is set at a school divided into 3 classes, each representing a different nation. As Byleth, players choose which class they want to teach, then fight in battles on behalf of that respective nation. While the game is known for its social simulation elements, it also incorporates a battle system that will be familiar to fans of the series. And finally, Dragon Quest XI. The first mainline game of the series to appear on the Nintendo Switch, this Dragon Quest title doesn't do much in terms of innovating the usual format in the series. However, it's still among the most popular JRPGs ever made. As players explore the world of Dragon Quest XI, they'll discover secrets and fight monsters along the way. During combat, players can freely move the camera around to watch the action and perhaps gain a tactical advantage. And that concludes our list of some of the best turn-based RPGs available on the Nintendo Switch. Thanks so much for tuning in to Game Rant. Till next time.